Welcome to another video about Nebumine. 2 weeks ago I made the last video where I've withdrawn, and as I reached my break even and a bit more, I changed my approach of withdrawing each week. Now I withdraw every 2 weeks, and in the meantime I reinvest to increase my computing power. So let's talk about that first. So as you can see, I have purchased 2 times, one for 30,000 Satoshi and one for roughly 25,000 Satoshi. Totaling around 2.1 terahash of computing power. So now I'm at 20.5 terahash. And today we want to withdraw the remaining Bitcoin. That's why it's a bit lower. It's only at 35,000 because I spent more than I initially wanted to in the reinvest. But if we sum everything up, we have already spent 54,000 or 55,000, and now we are withdrawing 38,000. So we are, give or take, at 95,000 Satoshi in 2 weeks, which is nets around what is written here. So we have now currently making 48,000 Satoshi a week. And the cool thing about the reinvesting part, if you go for pay via minings, you do not need to pay any fees, because withdrawing always incurs some fees. But yeah, let's withdraw. I changed my overall approach, what I want to do with my Bitcoin. So if you're familiar with Pionex, I am directly depositing to Pionex and do the dual investment. If you're interested, you can watch my other videos regarding that topic. And you need to check if you are from a country where this is possible. From the US, for example, it's not possible. But to just show it to you guys, if you have Pionex, head to deposit, we go to Bitcoin. We need to make sure we are not trying to send to the Binance Bitcoin chain. So it's a wrap Bitcoin in this case, but the Binance Bitcoin. We take this address, and then we go to withdraw, set maximum amount, and paste the address and hit withdraw minings. Waiting a couple of seconds. All right, page refreshed. Now we have the transaction. But you can see here now, after refreshing once more, and we have more information, and we can see this is my Pionex wallet where I need to deposit to Pionex, and we have the 45,000 that we just withdrawn. We paid around 3,000 Satoshi in fees, which is definitely more than the gas fee actually. So this is definitely something where Nebumine takes its cut, although it says it doesn't. I will pause the video now because it takes around 30 minutes to an hour until it arrives at the Pionex wallet, and then I show you the next steps. That went a lot farther than I expected. So it's like you can see the time. Let's refresh that once more. 20 minutes ago, 21 minutes now, I withdrew, and now we are already done. So if you're checking on Pionex, you can see 45,000 Satoshi and it's completed. So why am I doing this and not just reinvesting in Nebumine to further increase? Well, honestly, as long as I reinvest in Nebumine, I don't own the Bitcoin. It's just gone. So I'm trying to look for a way where I can withdraw my Bitcoin, but I hate when it's just lying around doing nothing. And that way I can, although very small, increase it a bit, like 1% a month or 0.8% a month. It doesn't matter actually, as long as it's a bit growing. And in the worst case, I sell it a lot higher than I initially got it for. So if you can't use this, maybe think about the other way, how to grow your Bitcoin holdings. Or do you just go for Nebumine, increase, hopefully that you can withdraw forever? That's up to you. Please tell me what you're going to do. So we are going to now open another dual investment. So we get into dual investment, invest BTC, that's what we just got, and I want to go out a lot. Like when I initially started this approach, I was going out for 26 days. This is now not available anymore, and I want in the end to have all my running orders expire at the same day. So I'm for now taking the whatever it was initially, and now it's 19 days. So we got still 0.5%, not very much in 19 days, but let's just get it on the way. So we invest everything we currently have, and if it's still below 118,000 on the 27th of June, I just get a bit more Bitcoin. If not, I need to sell it for 118,000, which would net me $42, and then I can go the other way around and do a dual investment with USTD to buy Bitcoin. But for now, let's just buy it. And you can see I have currently running 5 orders, and there will be more coming from Go Mining as well, and they all will be expiring on the same day, and then I can use them together to make one larger order. It has no effect on the return because a percentage is a percentage, but that way I don't have the 5 orders I need to claim, just one that I need to manage. So with that, I still could pay out, and what I will be doing next, going back to Nebumine, I will again purchase probably around 2 terahash as soon as I can to have the fastest way of the compounding effect. So it's around 24,714 Satoshi that I need for be able to purchase the minimum amount of 0.978 terahash. Be aware, everything you see here is in Satoshi, and you should always configure it that way, because if you use, for example, USDT or US dollar, this amount will change because it depends on the current value of the Bitcoin. It's actually also displayed here. This led in the past to confusion. So always keep in mind, if it's in dollar, the amounts will change. So for example, for a couple of days ago, it was just like $5 a day. Well, before I upgraded my computing power as well. But anyway, always go for Bitcoin if you're unsure, if you're wondering why a number changed. These numbers are fixed, but if you go for any currency, they will fluctuate a lot. So my strategy going forward is like reinvesting 1 week in Nebumine, the second week withdrawing to Pionex, starting a dual investment for the next 20-something expiry. So going back to Pionex, what actually happened with my recent order, I got 196 Satoshi just for doing that. I mean, it's really not much, as I already said, but I own the 45,000 Satoshi now. I can withdraw them, I can put them in my wallet and put them in a safe or whatever I want to. It's not in Nebumine anymore, it's an account I own where I can actually have the Bitcoin. And in the end of the month, when this expires, I either sell the Bitcoin or I hopefully still have it. That's why I'm going out that far, so like it needs to rise more than 10%, and then I will do the same. If, for example, the price is then at 115,000, hopefully that will be cool, I will be looking at whatever is 10 to 12% above that, and will use that at my next target and then accumulate more Satoshis. It is a lot lower than Nebumine, I see that, but it's I think it's my Bitcoin now, and I can keep it, I can grow it very small, and that's my plan going forward, in combination with Nebumine, Go Mining, and what other place I can find where I can collect some sats, putting in here, letting grow. Alright, that's it. Let me know what your strategy going forward is, and yeah, see you next time.